Good morning, dear scholarites. Today we are going to learn about helping verbs. Helping verbs are also called auxiliary verbs. Helping verbs help a main verb to express and state an action or a state. The helping verbs are always used just before the main verb. The helping verbs are used before verbs that end in ed or ing. Some of the helping verbs are am, is, are, was, has, have and had. First of all, we are going to study about use of am, is, are. The verb am is used with I. For example, I am playing. I am studying. Here I am using am with the I. Then is. He is. We use auxiliary verb is with he, she is, it is. So, now we are talking about the auxiliary verb are. We use it with we are, you are, they are. So, is always used in the singular form, singular pronouns or nouns, and are is always used with the plural pronouns or nouns. So, am is used with the first person, that is I. When you're talking about yourself, you always use I. Is used with the third person. When you're talking about someone other, then you use is, like he is a boy, she is a good girl. Ramu is walking in the park. Manisha is writing on the notebook. So here is used with singular third person. Then is are. Are is used with the third person plural. Are is always used with the third person plural. Like they are playing in the ground. Indians are native of India. Judges are present in the court. Now we are going to learn about was and were. Was and were tell us about the past, the action that has taken place in the past, the event that had taken place in the past. The zoo was crowded. We were at the zoo this morning. We can use, or you can use was, were when you are talking about an event that happened in the past. The zoo was crowded. Look at the picture. Here the zoo was crowded. In the past we had visited a zoo and we are telling that the zoo was, at that time the zoo was crowded. There were a lot of people in the zoo. We were at the zoo this morning. Now the morning has gone and I'm telling someone that we were at the zoo this morning. Then is use of was and were. We use was with the singular, in the singular form, like the horse was galloping. The horse was galloping. And when we are having plural pronoun or noun, we use were. When we are talking about the event that has taken place in the past and the noun or the pronoun is in the plural form, then we use were. And when the noun or pronoun is in the singular form, then we use was. Like in the singular form, when there is only one horse, we will say the horse was galloping. And when there were two horses, we are going to say the horses were galloping. Then, for example, there is one more example of it. Look at the picture. The cat was drinking milk. There is only one cat in the picture and it is drinking milk. Now in the second picture there are two cats, so we are going to use were. The cats were drinking milk. Then is the use of has, have. Has is used with one noun in the naming part. Has used with pronoun she, he, it. We always use has with the pronouns she, he, it. He has a flag. For example, it, the flag, has strips on it, or you can say it has strips on it. Then we have is used with more than one noun in the naming part. Have is used with pronouns they, you. Have is used with the pronouns they, you, we, I. They have a beach ball. Rohit and Sheena have a beach ball. Here we are talking about two persons, Rohit and Reena. So for them, Rohit and Reena collectively, if we are going to use pronoun, we use they. So we can replace Rohit and Reena with they. They have a beach ball. So with they we use have. I have a rake and a spade. Here the boy is having a rake and a spade. So thank you for watching the video. Understand it. If you have any query, you can ask me anytime. Thank you.